Welcome to This Week in Vegas, a bettor's view. This is Marco D'Angelo along with Vegas Runner, where each and every week we talk about what's going on in Vegas from a sports betting scene, from the Vegas life scene, and tell you about what happened with us in the past week.
Speaking of Vegas life scene, not to interrupt, if you hear the Dukes of Hazzard music in the background, it's Marco's phone. Marco's now a country boy in Vegas. He was at the rodeo. You see the boots, the attire. I'm going to buy him a nice big belt buckle for his next appearance. It's a big deal, honestly. The rodeo's huge here in Vegas. I mean, the city looks forward to it every year. Like I was just telling you, so many festivities are planned around it, concerts, and they gamble. You know, they spend money to Cowboys.
Well, let me tell you, the Cowboys spend money, they gamble, and let me tell you,
party, dude.
They suck at poker, and I love it.
Yeah, they think they're good. Yeah.
So I went to my first rodeo. You always heard the saying, it's not my first rodeo. Well, it was. It was my first rodeo. My fiance's big country gal. She loves the rodeo, and I go, so yeah, Marco went country for a week, so you guys you can bust
no
my
10-gallon hat.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, you know what? That might be coming, and I'll tell you what. I mean, this weekend is actually the finals of the rodeo. It'll be here for 10 days, and all the festivities. You will see Marco on the strip this weekend
with Crown Royal bottle
with my country attire, because I want to blend in and look like a tourist, because then you look like you don't know anything.
Always look at your watch, act like you got a plane to catch.
Playing poker and just raking the cash.
I remember that at the Mirage. I got a plane to catch in 6 hours.
So it's
then
sad.
Then they look at you like ching.
Yeah, and then whenever and make your first hand, early in your session when you sit down. This is my poker tip of the week. Make an absolutely stupid play. Early.
Yeah.
Throw away like a $30, $40 pot just being stupid.
Make sure you let them see your cards.
And let's see how stupid you were.
How you defended that 7 deuce. Because you had caught a 2 on the flop.
And later on, baby, cha-ching.
Caught 2 raises because you caught the 2 on the flop.
I'm giving you guys all my tips here. I can't be doing this.
All right, let's get the sports betting, because it was a big week, great games. I got killed. Championship Saturday. I had one of the best sports betting weeks in a while. I mean, I went 21-11 overall, and in between, I had an 0-5 day. So I mean, that was huge recovery. But I got destroyed Championship Saturday. I don't know who made money. I know books did with the lines going up and down. I know some sharps did. I know a lot of public bettors did as well. I did terrible, man, but I was able to rebound.
It's absolutely great, right?
When the books did great.
Both had good weeks last week. You got drilled on Saturday.
Destroyed 0-5.
I had a great day Saturday. You had a great Sunday. I took it. I took it bad. Well, I mean, Sunday, it was a 1-2 day for me on Sunday.
That's not bad. But your big play was a loser.
The big play was a loser on Sunday, which my big play was I didn't have a triple play on Sunday. My big play was Monday, which was the loser. But the 2 games I lost on Sunday in the NFL, absolutely. I thought I was going to go into the Sunday night game 2-0. I had Arizona
you were that
Sunday.
Confident.
I had 4 minutes to go in the first half of the Giant Dallas game.
3-0. Nothing. No offense at all.
The world was on the over.
Yeah,
game.
They were.
I got 3-0. I'm like just patting myself on the back.
Already
genius.
Already looking at the late game.
It's 45. The total's 45.5. 4 minutes. They scored 21 points in the last 4 minutes of the first half.
So a perfect time for my last week phrase. It was a dead under till they started scoring.
Yeah, it was. And then even at that, I'm like, I'm dead. There's no way I'm going to get this thing. We go into the fourth quarter. I'm sitting. It's a 7-point game.
There's life.
I got 1 touchdown. If they don't score, we're at like 5.5, 6 minutes left. Dallas has the ball. They stop Dallas on 3rd down, and Dallas decides to punt with 6 minutes to go because it's a 7-point game.
Correct.
And the Giants get the ball. But Giants are going to just play chew clock.
Yeah, of course.
And then even if they punt it back to Dallas, they're only up 7. They're going to play a straight defense. What happens? They run the punt back for a touchdown. Kills the over. And I'm like, geez. And then they went up 14. Dallas come back and scored 1 more at the end to cut it to 7 because
I didn't
Giants
have that game, but I was watching it.
And then the flip side to that one, I had Seattle San Fran over. early in the second
I
quarter.
like Seattle in that game. I didn't pull the trigger. I was so mad.
14-14, early second quarter. They score the rest of the game, 3 field goals.
Dude, I went 3-1 in the morning, and I was so mad because my loser was Atlanta, and the only reason I put Atlanta is that final play-in because they steamed them for like the 3rd time. So the wise guys loved them. I could have picked any other one that I was leaning heavy on, and I would have won. I had a great read, came with Arizona and under on Sunday night. It was a good bounce back, man, and college basketball in between. This will be the first weekend I get into college basketball. I've been so selective, Marco, and on the season, I mean, obviously I ain't going to do this for the year, but I'm at 76% picking off college basketball.
Yeah, you've been
games.
Sensational on college basketball. Championship Saturday, I cannot forget being a professional handicapper and bettor. Let's talk as a fan. I cannot remember a better day from top to bottom of watching football games in one collection of games. I mean, it started with
the pick in the morning.
What a game! And I'll tell you what.
My bad day started early, man, from the Rutgers, and then the afternoon got worse, and by night I was so mad. I didn't even touch the UFC, and I liked some good plays there. It was a bad day.
I kid you not when I say this. Pittsburgh is a big football town. I mean, they got a great hockey team. Forget about the baseball team. They live and breathe football.
Sure.
Last weekend, what happened at Heinz Field on Saturday and what happened Sunday with the Steelers. I can tell you literally, and this is not an exaggeration, when the Steelers lose in football season and it's a game where it puts the playoffs in jeopardy it was, people, the psychiatrist and therapist in town, their phones go off the hook. That town becomes depressed. They live and breathe so much of the Steelers.
And they've had such success. Too, you've been spoiled with success.
The Pitt was just an absolute heart. That poor kid that fumbled the snap on the extra point. How do you, as a 22-year-old kid,
deal with that forever?
Deal with that the rest of your life, that bobbled snap, in a situation.
Such a routine play.
Absolutely.
I want to thank everyone that came out for my chat, too, man. Honestly, I enjoy doing them, dude, because I don't get to watch games with all my boys like I did back when I was in Philly, and we'd all meet at the card house and watch games and stuff. And now I don't do that. I have a couple friends, whatever, but when I get to do the chat and everyone comes in, it's cool. Like someone will say something funny, and it reminds me of that, man. So thanks for coming out, for sure.
Yeah. The Monday night game, for you guys, I had my Monday night game of the year. I had a great week last week, but I loved Baltimore.
You did, and they gave you life, man, for a chance. Dude, out of nowhere, we were all like, this is such a boring game. I had this other side, and I was happy, and then all of a sudden, in a 30-second span, the game changed. The side and the total was in jeopardy right away, just like that.
And then, they went back up 10, did Green Bay. Baltimore comes right back down the field, another pass interference play. 1st and goal at the 1. Why do you run wide? Why do you run a sweep? That was the play that dictated what happened on 2nd down. If they don't lose 3 yards and be sitting at 2nd and goal from the 4, when they had 1st and goal from the 1, Flacco goes back, throws around, roll around. Throw the ball away. Run the ball. You never throw back across the middle.
I said in my chat, this game's going to be either Green Bay bettors saying, dude, this was I was on the right side of the wrong outcome, and Baltimore players saying, who cares, I got the back door, It was one of those things where the Green Bay looked like the right side for so long, you almost felt like they deserved it, but then they let Baltimore right back in there, and they had a chance to not just cover, get this straight up win. So
Absolutely.
What a game.
Hey, there's a great week of action coming this week. We got just one game on Saturday for football, but basketball.
The Bulls, baby, the
Bulls are coming. Sunday, big games. We're going to be previewing a lot of games this week on pregame.tv. Once again, we got to wrap this up. Well, this time
flies too fast, man. YouTube needs to give at least 15 minutes.
He's Vegas Runner. I'm Marco D'Angelo. This was This Week in Vegas. Cowboy up, guys.
Oh, my. For the love of God.